Hello, my name is Dorian Griffith. Today is March 31st of 2018, and today I'm going to be talking or explaining to you guys about the locations of the lymphatic organs. So here I have a printed, just a model so I can show you guys exactly where everything is located. To highlight it, I highlighted the organs that we're going to be talking about just to make it easier to show you exactly where. So the first one we're going to talk about is right here. This is going to be the thymus gland. And the thymus gland is actually part of the thoracic cavity, and this is located under our neck. The second one we're going to talk about is the tonsils, and the tonsils would be right here. This is located in the back of our throat and the nasal cavity, and our tonsils actually help us out fight off bacteria and infection as well. The third one we're going to talk about is our spleen. Our spleen is found in the upper left quadrant of our abdomen, and this is actually located up under our ribs. So if you try to palpate your spleen, you wouldn't be able to. You'd actually just be able to feel your ribs since it's kind of just tucked under our ribs. And then the main function of our spleen is actually to filter out the blood. The fourth one would be the appendix, and this is located on the right side of our abdomen, our lower abdomen actually. So that's where you would be able to find the appendix. The fifth one would be Peyer's patches and intestinal walls. So as you can see here, this would be the small intestines. And Peyer's patches is actually just patches of the lymphoid tissues that are found throughout our small intestines. The sixth one would be the cervical lymph node, which are these little lymph nodes. These are found throughout the anterior and posterior part of our neck. And then we got the seventh one, which is the axillary right here. The axillary lymph node is basically just lymph nodes that are found in the armpit, and these actually help drain out lymph vessels from the breast and I believe from other parts of the body as well too. So these would be the organs. They're part of the lymphatic system as well. And then now I'm just going to explain to you about the flow of lymph. And basically the whole function of the lymphatic system is to transport lymph fluid the lymph fluid that contains infection fighting like white blood cells throughout our body. And one of the or three of the main functions of our lymphatic system is basically to remove excessive fluid that we have in our body, absorption of fatty acids, and also to make immune cells like lymphocytes or antibodies for when we do get sick or we have an infection in our body. Now the way this works is that in our lymphatic system, which are all these that we see here in green, these are the lymphatic vessels, and these little oval shape, they look like little olives. Those are actually all the lymph nodes that we have throughout our body. Now the way this works is that in our body we have blood vessels, and these blood vessels, they have small amounts of fluid that leak throughout those blood vessels. Now when that happens, this fluid tends to collect between the cells and the tissues, and the majority of this fluid is collected through the lymph vessels of our lymphatic system. So when that happens, it's called lymph. That fluid is called lymph. So this is supposed to generally go back to the cardiovascular system. And the way this happens, or the way lymph moves throughout the whole entire body, is that since it doesn't have a central pump like our heart would, instead the lymph, it moves slowly through the lymph vessels, and this happens by our smooth muscles and our skeletal muscles that actually contract allowing the lymph to move throughout our body. So that's basically how this system works. And that would be it for today. Thank you.